You won't believe it. Next day, sunshine peeked through curtains, and Annie knew it'd be a big mess again. But as he tiptoed down the stairs, he noticed the neatly stacked sheets on the couch and a floor that was a bit mischievous, while Mike was gearing up for his next wandering adventure. Annie hurried after him, feeling guilty yet kindly invited Mike to Thanksgiving dinner. After, she planned to buy him new clothes for autumn and winter. But my clothes are at my birth mom's, Mike's answer made Annie feel like a conversation bystander. However, when they reached the rental, they were shocked to find the landlord had taken it back. Watching Mike go home empty-handed, Annie suddenly understood what had happened. It felt like a real-life drama. With that, she took Mike to the nearby shopping street, insisting on buying him a few new outfits. Even though the unfamiliar environment made him a bit anxious, every piece of clothing in the store seemed to be winking at him, saying, "Buy me, buy me." Mike felt lost in clothing stores. Faced with many styles, he didn't know what to pick and settled for the budget-friendly ones. Life can be so real. From that day on, Annie turned into a personal chauffeur, driving Mike and little Sean to school every day. Watching the two kids happily trot off in the sunshine, Annie felt an incredible sense of security fill her heart. After school, Annie gave orders. Sean did homework. She tidied the couch for Mike, thinking, Mike can't keep sleeping here. So she seriously asked, "Hey, Mike, are you willing to stay?" Seeing his answer made Annie unintentionally smile, secretly thinking it was such a sweet decision. Without hesitation, Annie prepared a cozy bedroom for Mike, ensuring he found comfort there. First time in Mike's life to take control of his space. Annie chose a perfectly sized mattress for Mike, his first bed, a thoughtful gesture. When Annie heard Mike's answer, complex feelings surged within her, realizing that the bed she took for granted was for others. And on the next day, Mike's acceptance letter arrived, with Anna's husband's signature a true no comparison, no harm moment. Annie decided to keep Mike. Her husband silently supported her instead of opposing, even sneakily changing the contact on Mike's school paperwork to his own. Such a sly move. The school provided Mike's job inclination survey, leaving Annie amused and exasperated. 50 points for learning ability made her wonder, is this real? His interpersonal score was even lower, just 30 points, but he scored 98 on safety awareness. Annie was amazed for a moment. It was a real red apple. To boost Mike's learning, Annie took the kids to the library to read fairy tales, resembling a cozy illustration. Annie couldn't help but reminisce about the kids' childhoods, always eagerly awaiting their mom's bedtime stories, which made their dreams sweet as pie afterwards. The children's childhood was so blissful. Annie asked Mike, "Have you heard stories from your mom?" The response caught her off guard, yet felt like a prediction come true. That night, Annie handed the kids a book and prepared to tell them a bedtime story brimming with love. Her daughter leans quietly against the door, listening. She knows her mom's gentleness and kindness, a true mother-daughter bond. A mother's kind heart knows no bounds, and the warmth and support of family transformed Mike from the silent giant he used to be into a part of this new family. What a miracle. As the family happily prepared to head out for dinner, Mike curiously asked Sean, "I have so many restaurants at home. Why are we still going elsewhere to eat?" Sean replied mysteriously, "Today is a special day. Coach Cotton brought me some good news." Mike made the cut for the spring football competition. This news was a total unexpected delight for Mike, confirming all his hard work. Nurtured by family, Mike learned to communicate with peers. Seeing friendships grow was truly the power of unity. The kids no longer felt scared of him. When his sister saw Mike joyfully interacting with classmates at school, her heart was deeply touched by that joy. At that moment, she was convinced that pure-hearted individuals like Mike deserved the gentleness of the world. What a beautiful notion. While the other sisters cast disdainful glances at Mike, his sister chose to sit beside him, silently supporting him. In that moment, Mike felt her kindness and sincerity. What a warm feeling. Before they knew it, Christmas arrived. The family excitedly prepared for a group photo. As the shutter clicked, Annie saw Mike quietly sitting on the stairs, as if chasing a miracle. Without hesitation, she invited Mike over to join the photo. This warm moment moved even the photographer. What a heartwarming scene. But when Anna's family distributed holiday cards to friends, they were shocked to learn she had adopted a black son, teasing her about creating a buzz. What a misunderstanding. Even though Annie insisted Mike was a good kid, it seemed no one was really listening. She remained calm in the face of her friends' questions and jabs. After all, as a mother, She needed to understand her daughter's true feelings. Surprisingly, despite rumors troubling her, her daughter's goodness had surpassed external pressures truly admirable. She wished her mother would let Mike stay. Her daughter's kindness and tolerance filled Annie with pride, and in that moment, she made her decision. But they didn't know Mike always yearned for his own identity. After weighing it, he asked Annie for a driver's license, a small dream. "Why do you even need a driver's license? You don't possess a car at all." Annie inquired, with astonishment clearly visible on her face. "I thought about putting my name on it." At that moment, Annie suddenly understood his thinking. What a smart move. But on the day he went to apply for a license, the staff found no record of him in the system. It was like looking for an invisible man. Mike didn't even know his own name. This made Annie think of a direct and effective way to adopt Mike and turn it into reality. The staff told Annie she didn't want direct adoption due to family circumstances, but Annie didn't want to deprive a mother of her identity. What deep feelings. She believed every child had the right to know their roots, so she sought out Mike's birth mother. "Are you from America?" "No, Emily Andor. My son Myra lives with my family." Upon hearing her son's name, Leanne lowered her guard and let Annie in. It was quite the plot twist. Long-term drug use made Leanne look ragged, yet she dressed appropriately. Facing Annie, she expressed her wish to adopt Mike. Commendable courage. Leanne told her one day, "You might find Mike missing, sent to many foster homes young." No matter who took her, she always found her way back to her mother. This led Mike to be gradually accepted, and the genuine sentiment is heart-wrenching. Those memories made her feel unworthy of motherhood. Knowing Anna's family treated Mike like their own, she had no reason to reject him so helpless. She absolutely wanted to embrace a brighter world. For Mike, this was the beginning of a new chapter for them. A new adventure was about to unfold.